What do you mean? It's just ends of nothingness. There's usually always something.
Well, as I've told you before, there is nothing. It's just
Not
a
even a
bunch of
drop.
a drop of what? Nothingness?
Ah,
Then yes.
like this roof. There's a drop.
There's not even a drop. There's just ground. It's grass and mountains. There's nothing beyond them.
Something.
Yeah, hey, I'd say take a look for yourself, but apparently there's nothing to look at.
Hey guys.
Yes, Luna.
Do you notice that?
Notice what?
Notice that?
What's that?
Come on, we have to go
Plants.
back down.
I see a building.
Come on down.
What are you looking at?
There's also
Okay.
mobs down there, so just go down and pray. I can get down. Uh-huh. Don't hit me, 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 don't hit me. See, look.
How in the world did you notice a little detail like that?
I'm just very perceptive, that's all.
The distance.
I don't think it's that distance. Come on.
I,
me.
Do you think the distance is a thing?
It's no wonder my cyber eye couldn't pick it up. That, like, I'm not scanning for that.
You're scanning
Are you
for what?
a half robot as well?
No. Look, another one.
Okay. I have two things. You are a robot, half robot, like our friend here, or you have an obsession with these type of blocks.
No, I'm just really good at noticing things that are out of place, that's all. There's nothing that weird about this.
Do you like to put things in organization? Because I know that sometimes that goes with it, sometimes it doesn't. So.
I don't think I'm that bad, but I have my moments. Come on, through this building.
I guess I can have her clean my room when we get back.
And there's another one.
Okay. I definitely can tell you can't see that from over there.
No, but the only logical place to go was through that building, and the door was open, so I went out the door, and sure enough, here it is. It's getting dark.
Are you okay?
We can continue in the morning. We can go back into that building and sleep.
Yes. Well, I try to figure out you.
Post to me.
Lighting up. So does anybody want to read some vampire books?
Vampire books.
Not particularly.
Yeah, that's literally what these are. The same vampire book too.
Night.
Good night.
You ready?
Yep.
Yep, that was a good night. Got to read some vampire books.
Why vampire books?
Literally, that's all they have.
That's not weird.
Alright, where's the next block that you shouldn't be able to see, but you, okay, that's more obvious. You definitely can tell these blocks are here.
It looks like a graveyard.
Oh, it is a graveyard.
Do you guys recognize names on the signs?
Big question, maybe? I mean, there could be a lot of people with these names.
I somehow doubt that.
I don't know.
Entry: David Hatchfield identified. Searching database for further files containing keyword Hatchfield.
You said you had a shovel, right?
Okay.
Wait,
I
what are you thinking?
No. Too much bad aura right there. No.
Look, if you're not willing to do it, let me.
Were you reading
It's
those
only one
vampire
grave.
books?
No, it's only one of the graves. We need to dig this one.
You were reading the vampire books, weren't you?
No, she's from a story. She's from a story. She's
Yes,
not
from a vampire book. If she
She's a
becomes a vampire, you shoot her.
No, guy, Sylvia Pathway is from a story I used to tell my little brother. It's a story of a ghost girl, and she wouldn't be in a graveyard with people I actually know, like my brother and my dad.
So this person shares the same name as the story that you told. So what?
I just feel like we should see what's under her grave. She wouldn't have a grave. In the story, her mother died so she could live. She wouldn't have a grave.
You said she's a ghost, and she shouldn't have a grave, and we're in a place with graves with names that you guys remember.
Do you have any that you remember here?
Yes, but important.
I'm digging the grave.
Wait, you
And the
both...
story one. Whoa,
Wait, who do you remember? Wait,
But who do you remember?
Well, it's not so much I remember, but this name. I have files saved with his name. This person, for some reason, is in my AutoWare.
Do you think he might have had something to do with creating the body parts you have?
That is a very awkward question I never thought to hear.
I mean, I probably could have phrased it better.
He is somewhat of an inventor, it seems, or an engineer. But other than that, I don't know.
Look, all I know is that there was an andesite trail leading us to a graveyard with a bunch of names with people in it. Only one of them isn't a real person.
Until we got to the box and you saw them.
And keep this in mind.
I'm just good at pointing them out.
Keep this in mind. There is only 12 graves here. What are the odds that all of them would have something or some kind of relationship to each of us?
I don't know. I only recognize 3 graves here.
How many do you recognize?
Well, I recognized 3, but this, recognized with big floating quotation marks. But this one, there's something about it. I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something about it. There's 2 others here that I have saved files on.
Oh.
But this one, there's a lot of information, and I feel like I know something about it.
The other 2 people, what are the other 2 graves you recognize?
Well, one of them was the CEO of Cyberware Industries. And the other one seems to be someone much lower ranking, but I'm not quite sure what this person's job was.
My vote is we dig the grave, because the people you mentioned are all real people. She isn't. She's a story character.
All right.
Anyone want to bet there's bones on you? No, there's just a chest.
It's safe.
Are we
There's
sure?
a little dead
I just
thing in
said
there.
there's no traps in it.
Okay.
All right.
Keep
we really looking
moving.
into a grave?
Well, this clearly doesn't belong to anyone real.
Oh, story time.
I don't know. This is odd. You take a look at that. You'll probably have a better understanding of it than I will.
I mean, it looks like other books I've gotten. You're on the right path. Find the end and find what you seek. Remember, you are never alone. The Giver.
Okay.
Is the giver part of the story?
No. I guess the giver must have been the one who gave me my stuff at the beginning. I got a similar book to that at the beginning when I first came here. It was in a similar style with the words all spaced out weird.
That's very strange.
It's also getting very dark, and I think it'd be disrespectful to sleep in a graveyard. Do I want to go back and sleep in the building we were in last night?
I'm going to check around the graveyard, see if there's anything else. I'll be right in with you guys.
Okay.
All right. So what do you think he's doing?
I mean, he recognized names, and he didn't tell us which ones he recognized. He doesn't have the shovel, so it's not like he's digging up more graves.
He wasn't exactly fond of digging them up in the first place, which I'm not either, but that one wasn't a real person, and I was okay with that once I learned we all somehow knew what those others were. Something is off about this place, because first, I show up, and I don't see anyone around me. Nobody is nearby. I have no memory. I explore the entire city, don't find anyone, it just ends, and then you guys suddenly show up out of nowhere at the same time, and then somehow the city doesn't end. It just keeps going.
Where keeps going?
The city. But we're on the right path. The book said so. Find the end and find your answers.
So, we do have to find the end of the seemingly endless city?
I guess that must be what we have to do. That's what it says.
And then that's what we're going to do.
Okay, but it doesn't. It just keeps going. Like, the city, the streets are all wrong. I have maps in my. Like, they're in my head. I have them all mapped out, but nothing matches anymore. Everything's been scrambled. Everything is extended. Like, the streets are longer than they used to be. And this all happened as soon as you guys showed up. And now, there are these graves, which I have never seen before, after exploring this entire city, that just pop up, and all of us are familiar with them, and one of them is a fictional character that you told to your little brother. Did you make that fictional character up? Is that from another story that you read in a book?
And no, she's someone I made up. My little brother liked ghost stories, so I used to tell him them.
I have a one question. Does he like vampires?
I wouldn't know. What I do know is that when I came in here, my brother wasn't dead, and yet his grave is in that place.
Well, where did you come from?
I came from a town, just a normal town. I had a job. I was going to university, and I lived there in an apartment with my little brother.
You said you spawned.
I went to sleep in my apartment after literally telling my little brother that ghost story before coming here, and I woke up here.
What about you?
What graves did you recognize?
It's just a couple of names people have passed by.
Don't believe that. Those names have significance, like big significance, whether we remember them or not.
Alert. Subject Phoenix heartbeat rapidly increasing.
Well, again, I don't really have that much friends, and those names are just names of people I've ran into.
You're sweating. Your blood pressure is high.
What aren't you telling us?